Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and I'm laughing because I had technical issues, but we're all good now. Today, we've got a reading for you about somebody that is big mad about a wedding. This King of Wands in the reverse is hearing about a wedding or getting an invitation or finding out about one that has already happened, and they are livid. They're not pleased. This could be somebody that is related to one of the people that is getting married. This could be somebody who was a love rival, but it does feel like this is something they can't really do anything about or stop. So that could be part of the reason that they are so angry. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're staying warm. It is cold here. Hello, Key. Hello, Pagan Ancestry. How we doing? We're going to start off with the Star Trek Tarot and see what else we've got for you. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. What else do we have? Three of Batlets or Three of Swords in the reverse. The Moon. And the King of Latinum in the reverse. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is what that would be. So it feels to me that we've got somebody who is angry because someone has healed or moved on, been able to find happiness, but there may have been some sense of secrecy here with the Moon. Somebody feeling like they had to operate without many people knowing. So if you're a Star Trek nerd like I am, you recognize, I can't remember her name, but I recognize her in terms of the episode. It was the episode where she and LaForge could not be seen by others because of a transport issue. So it's kind of feeling to me like we have somebody who has decided to get married because they were not really taken seriously by their group of friends or their family. So, or by an ex, right? So if you find somebody who does take you seriously, somebody who makes you feel seen or makes you feel like you belong, I could see how somebody would feel, okay, well, I'm going to hitch my wagon over this way because this person doesn't try to make me feel small. So this King of Latinum or King of Pentacles in the reverse is likely our King of Wands in the reverse, somebody who is angry because they failed to control or exert their power over whoever is the Moon, the person who felt like they needed to do things their own way because they were not being taken seriously. We've got the Fool in the reverse and the Three of Wands in the reverse. This is an unexpected development, and I do feel like the King of Wands in the reverse was angry and feels betrayed, but may also have some sense of, I kind of made this situation worse, didn't I? I may have pushed this person to feel like this was the only option they had. I don't feel like that's the presiding or like the most important thought process here. So they may still kind of take a while to figure out what that means. Hello, Dwayne. How are you? Hello, Peggy. What's going on? How are the kitties? We've got the Six of Latinum, which would be the Six of Pentacles. The Four of Batlets or the Four of Swords and Strength. It's funny because on the one hand, we have, it feels kind of like a parent-child relationship, to be honest with you. Somebody who is hearing that their child has gotten married. In some situations, obviously, it would be a different variation. But I think for the majority of you, this is somebody who felt like they could control who their child would marry, or maybe even influence who their ex would marry. But they're realizing that somebody's decided to do whatever the hell they want, basically. And the Six of Latinum, or the Six of Pentacles, combined with strength, makes me feel like this is somebody who, in most of these situations, has almost like a sense of pride. Like, you know, I told you what to do. I told you had to live your own life. But the fact that you're out here doing your own thing and you're bold and you ignored my command or whatever, it's kind of like how I would have done things. It's like on some strange level, this person's like, well, to be fair, I would have done that too. So there's like amusement, but they feel they have to hide that because really they're frustrated because they feel like they know better. The Lovers, number 6. The Star, and the Devil. So the thing is, we have somebody that had to choose between love and fear. Do I fear my parent or my family enough to let go of somebody that I love? Or do I love this person enough to walk away from the people who like to keep me in a state of fear? It feels to me like whoever is this moon energy, we're not taken seriously. I'm an adult, I'm independent, I can make my own decisions, but you don't really let me. So, all right, I'm going to make a big one and you can't do anything about it. What now? How do you like that? Kind of like a little bit of rebellious energy, right? This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Hello, Lighthouse. How are you doing? Judgment in the reverse. Queen of Cups and the Empress. You know, sometimes we make rebellious stands or silly, impulsive decisions, and it becomes something maybe you regret, or it turns into some sort of silly story about how you were an idiot. Those are all fine. You know, that happens. But this is somebody who is doing something against what is told to them because they are being loving towards themselves, because they are prioritizing what they feel is best for them, where they feel they will be able to grow and be the person they want and need to be. So it's like a rebellious action that is quite justified. So I keep seeing little flashes of Yellowstone, so that could be important for someone. I don't know if that's like one of your favorite shows or something, but then we got Paul Bunyan here on the Page of Wands. Close enough. Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So you tried to control me. You tried to make me feel like I only had one option, or I couldn't make the choice that I wanted to make. But I saw a different path. You didn't want me to take that path, but I decided that was the path that was perfect for me. Is it going to be a struggle? Do I have to do things on my own? Maybe. But at least I don't have to do exactly what you tell me. At least I can make my own choices wherever I'm going, right? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. What else do we have? Justice. 10 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Look, I know that you want me to be happy, and I know you think you're making the right decision for me, but maybe you are seeing things through a different lens. Maybe you don't understand the full picture. I'm going to make the decision for my long-term happiness, the decision that I think is right for me. And it may mean that you're mad at me. It may mean that you don't want to talk to me. It may mean that you write me out of the will. So be it. I'm the one who has to live with my life's choices. And I choose to do this thing that you think I shouldn't do. It's probably a relationship. Doesn't have to be. The Four of Wands can be, you know, you're getting an exciting milestone in a career that this person doesn't approve of. But I think for the majority of you, this is somebody that is choosing to marry or move in with somebody who is not approved by the fam. King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like there's this how do I describe it? It's like this person feels there's a certain amount of time they have and they need to get to a certain place. And if they're not there, then, oh, maybe that's why. Yellowstone. Elsa? Was that her name? What was the daughter's name? Crap, it's been a while. She and I think the dude's name was Sam. He stole someone else's name. We're supposed to meet at springtime, right? Things happen. I don't think they were ended up like actually being able to meet, but it's like somebody has to be somewhere at a specific time, probably to get married or probably to meet up with this person. Maybe catch a plane or get on a bus. But the fact is there is this limited time, right? So I am not going to change my mind. You can either say goodbye to me or decide, you know, you are done with me, but I'm leaving on that jet plane. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. That's so weird. I just said the name Sam. Are you sure? I don't think that's her name. I think it was I feel like it started with an E. Now this is gonna drive me crazy. It's all right. We have the Queen of Swords again, so we could have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra featured heavily in your chart or your person's chart. But this is somebody who's standing strong, like standing on business. Like I made my decision. I'm not going back on it. You really want to like cut yourself out of my life or not be a part of my life? That's on you. You can live with that decision. But I'm not going to walk away from somebody that I love just because you think that they're not cool enough. So Six of Pentacles, Temperance in the reverse. It's like a person, the King of Wands in the reverse made an ultimatum and then it gets like punted right back to them. Like, you need to leave this person alone. I don't approve. I'll cut you out of the inheritance. Something along those lines, right? Or, you know, I'll never talk to you again. And then this person who is probably the moon, right? The person who's getting married. They're like, that's cool. You really want to write me out of the will because you don't like who I'm getting married? You will never know your grandchildren. Like, they just toss it right back. Like, you sure about that? You think that's going to be the decision you want to make? Because I'll cut you out of my life. So it's a tense conversation between these two. With Temperance in the reverse, it does kind of feel like what's the nice way to say it? I'm bigger and better than you. You can't stop me. I'd like to see you try, that kind of thing, right? Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and the High Priestess in the reverse. This place they have to be at a certain time. They're not telling anyone. I'm meeting up, you know, with the love interest that you don't approve of. I'm not telling you where I'm going. I'm not telling you when I'm meeting them. I'm just going to leave. Like, this is, I'm not going to let you have any ability to ruin things or to make this person feel like they're not good enough. Five of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse. I don't care if we end up going no contact, because I would rather be an authentic version of myself and not have you than have to lie about who I am just to please you. If you want somebody that takes, all the commands that you have to offer, get a dog. I'm a human. I make my own choices. This is like brutal. Like, I appreciate you have opinions. I don't care. It's my life. Someone's fed up. I feel like it's just like you've had plenty of time to exert your power over me. You've had so much fun making me feel like a bad person. But at the end of the day, I don't care about your opinion anymore. That's what happens when you push too far, when you don't allow for independence, right? So we've got communication that's basically saying, I've chosen this person that I love, and if you don't accept it, then it's been real. Good luck to you. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? Hello, dude. What's happening? 10 of Swords in the reverse, the Star, and the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So basically, the Moon, who's also come out as the Queen of Cups, is saying, yeah, that's real great that you want to try to control my life, or you don't approve of who it is that I love. And maybe, last year or a couple years ago, your threats would have worked. Maybe they did work, but I'm not the same person anymore. I'm not weak. I know you'd really like it if I were, because then I would do everything you tell me, but I'm not willing to do that anymore. So definitely feels like a family argument that is escalating, because independence is being negotiated. This is What's the News. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Andy. How are we doing? So we've got new boo, new love, learning each other, and flirtations. The issue here could be somebody is saying you don't know this person well enough, or, they're not good enough. You'll change how you feel about this person next year. They may be citing your age, like, you don't even know how long it really is to be married to someone for the rest of your life. But at the same time, this Moon individual, they're not willing to negotiate whether or not they go back and see this lover of theirs. This is somebody who they've chosen. This is kind of like a, hey, I figured I'd let you know. But I really do feel like there's some sort of connection here in terms of, you do what I ask and then you get money. If you don't do what I ask, then you don't get money, because we've got dirty money. In order for this Moon to get an inheritance, or perhaps like a monthly rent or mortgage help or something along those lines, they have to do what they're told by their parent. But they view this as dirty money. I don't want your money because it means I have to give up something that's important to me, or it means that I have to say goodbye to someone that I love. For some of you, this is somebody who is already pregnant, or they want to be pregnant with this new love connection. We did have the Empress come out as well, which can be a reference to pregnancy. This King of Wands in the reverse is trying to tell the Moon that whoever they have decided to get married to or spend their life with is beneath them, is maybe using them for their money, or is disloyal in some way. I mean, one would hope, right? Hello, Danny. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Oh, I forgot about that. This is the Situations deck. Anxiety, scared, panic, access granted, and desire. This is someone who is yelling at the moon saying, I can't believe you would let somebody like that come into our family, or I can't believe you would let that person into our house. I can't believe you would let that person know anything about our family. All they want is a little bit of fun. They're not serious about you. This is somebody saying whatever they can, throwing all of those insults, trying to make the moon second guess whether or not they should really pursue this relationship. We've got cleansing, meditation, clearing space, removing negativity, negotiator, bargaining, begging, and legal, court paperwork filed. So I'm here to tell you what's going on. I know you don't really like it. I know you're going to try to talk me out of it, but I cannot be talked out of it. And if you remove me from the will, I will not let you see your grandchildren. This is becoming very, like, I know this is a general reading. You have to apply it to your situation, but it really does feel like I'm going to throw an ultimatum right back at you because you think you're the only one with power, but you're not. So they're kind of like trying to manage up, right? Whoever identifies with the moon, they're done trying to, do exactly whatever it is that this parent of theirs has deemed appropriate or necessary for them. There is, I think, a lot of change that has happened for the moon that has helped them to see that they are capable of being independent, including something pertaining to their stability. Their money could be improving. And we've got with the projected days, weeks, months, somebody who's making a plan, I think, because there's a baby on the way. Or potentially, I'm moving away with this person. But this legal thing, this is something's going to be finalized. I'm going to get married, or I'm going to have a child, or I'm going to move in with this person. There's going to be documentation of this thing. This is the Golden Lenormand. Hello, Doris. How are you doing? Hello, Annette. What's going on? Number 24, the heart. Someone has chosen to follow their heart. I know you don't like that person. That's cool. I don't need your approval. So we've got number 32. This is the moon. It can talk about vocation, but when it's paired with the heart, this is more so saying, I'm willing to hide from you. I'm willing to not tell you my plans, or I've already hidden plans from you. This is someone trying to regain control over a child of theirs who is an adult and should have, control over their own life. But they have very differing opinions in terms of what would be good for this person who resonates with the moon. Number 6 and number 28, the clouds and the man. There is something here that somebody isn't seeing clearly, and I do feel like in part it is tied to somebody's stubbornness or feeling like they're always right. What else do we have? We have the house and gift, number 20 and number 17. And unexpected income in the reverse. So, yeah. This feels like somebody is saying, there's going to be a new addition to the family. And I know you may not view it as something that is good. You may view it as something that you view as like lamentable or regrettable. But this is, my life. This is going to be my family. For others of you, this is about whether or not this person feels like you should be allowed to inherit or benefit from any of the assets or property, whatever this is. Somebody feels like they have a financial like lever to pull to control you, and it's not working. In part because they didn't realize that you had a bargaining chip. I don't think they knew about this family thing. So we've got number 11, which is sudden wealth, and main female in the reverse. Wealthy man in the reverse. This is not for everyone, but for some of you, there is a situation where your father has remarried and your stepmother is looking for ways to minimize the money that goes to other people if your father were to pass. For other people, we have a situation where the assumption is if I give you money or if you have money, your partner will spend it all. So it's somebody's partner, right, outside of the family, either the new one or the angry person's spouse. They got a little bit of greed and they're using it to cause some issues, or there's suspected greed. It's how can we keep what's ours to us, but it's driving people apart. It's creating a wedge in the family. Why would you let that drive you apart? You know? Can't take it with you. I can take my Dr. Pepper though. All right, this is the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Two of Swords in the reverse. My mind is made up. You cannot convince me otherwise. Six of Swords. I'm leaving. And Eight of Wands in a very short time. I'm leaving. I may not see you for a while, but I wanted to tell you what's going on, or I wanted to offer you this opportunity to, like, you know, maybe we can bury the hatchet, let go of this issue. But if you are going to choose to continue to judge or be angry about this, then maybe we just need to end the connection. Four of Wands. Two of Pentacles. For some of you, your parent wanted you to marry someone else. Like they had someone specific in mind. Oh my. Go ahead. So we've got the Four of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the World. Like, I did everything I could to set you up to have a wonderful life. I wanted you to have the best of the best in terms of choices when you went to go start your family or get married. And instead, you went and fell in love with somebody that I don't approve of. They feel like they spent all of this time and effort to set you up for a really great relationship. But the problem is their rubric or the way they grade relationships totally messed up. Are they rich? Cool, good relationship. Is not an actual rubric. Like, whatever they're using to judge the love interest of this moon is not the best. Maybe they have good intentions, but I do feel like they're facing a little bit of a reckoning or a reality check. What's really important here? Are you willing to, like, die on that hill? Yeah, because it's kind of a disappointing hill. Yeah. Like, there's the saying, pick your battles for a reason. This is not it. We have the Emperor being joined by the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. That's great. I know you want to marry my kid, but, like, I don't like you. I don't believe that you can offer what you're saying. I don't believe that you'll be there for this person long term. Are they being overly protective or overly judgmental? Probably. They're wanting this person to be happy. They don't realize that the moon is already happy. right? Like, you're so worried about everything being right. You want me to be happy. I'm telling you, I'm happy. Can we celebrate that? No? Not a thing? Okay. Yep. I like the reference, Annette. Hello, Jay. How are you doing? I'm so proud of you. Good work to you. We've got the Ten of Cups and the Hermit. Look, I love you, Emperor, whoever is the parent in this situation. I realize you're trying to protect your kid, but not being a parent myself, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say part of being a parent is realizing at some point you're going to be wrong. At some point, you got to let them take over the steering wheel of their own car. So this is not willing to acknowledge that a child can make their own decisions or has made their own decisions, or maybe they want different things than I do. Maybe times have changed. Maybe I am not really seeing things the way that I need to. So I do think there's a little bit of self-awareness creeping in for this Emperor. They're like, oh, maybe I've been just a little bit of a meanie. Maybe I need to like walk it back a little bit. This is the the fairy godmother oracle. Hello, Chandlo. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing today? Exactly. So we have abandonment, companionship, and divine love. I feel whoever I'm reading for spins things right back around on this King of Wands or King of Pentacles in the reverse and says, you want to talk about family, you want to talk about loyalty, you want me to do what you tell me to, but if you were actually being a good parent, you would want me to be happy. You're talking about abandoning me because I'm not doing what you like. How is that a family value? This person is really trying to, the moon is really, I think successfully, getting this King of Wands in the reverse to think about what they said. What is it you're really telling me? That I can't live my own life? So I do think there is someone, a third party, well, at this point, it'd be a fourth party, right? Someone else is an issue here. I feel like there's somebody, specifically, I feel like it's somebody who's in the King of Wands ear, telling them, you should just cut them off. I'm sorry. I really need to watch that. It's just too much fun for me to do the like silly voices. Like, somebody is a little bit greedy, okay? And I feel like they're chipping in or chirping in to convince this Emperor, this moon is a bad kid. You should spend more money on me instead. But when the King of Wands in the reverse takes some time to actually think about the situation, they realize that what they are so vehemently opposed to is the fact that their child has fallen in love. Could probably be worse. There are worse things in this world. Maybe you need to like check yourself. This is the character oracle. Thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that. I think my favorite snarky voices are the ones that are based on my mom's voice. Love you, Mom. She is the sweetest person ever, but you know, I had to get the snarkiness from somewhere, you guys. All right, what else do we have? So we have the doctor and the security guard. And you know what I see? I see judgment on jobs. I did not go to school for blah, 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 blah years. And I did save up all this money and send you to whatever school or try to be the rich person on the street just for you to go out here and marry somebody who's blue collar. What is this, The Notebook? Can't you be like original? So we've got a person who is well educated. It doesn't have to be a healer. This says healer of ailments, treatment, surgery, diagnosis, compassion. But what I'm really getting is this is socioeconomic judgment. I went to school, I made a lot of money, I have a big house, I have a boat, whatever it is. And you, my child, you should be dating or marrying somebody who also is white collar or highly educated. Instead, you're out here with this security guard who has, I don't know, a high school diploma. Like, you don't have to be that judgy, right? This person is looking down their nose at this love interest of their child because they don't think that they could actually provide for the moon, but they're completely disregarding that this could be someone who's very genuine and trustworthy, right? They don't even think about that. It's just, what do you make for money? People are more than their paycheck. So we have spy and reader. Seeker of secrets, intelligence agent, covert, espionage, and undercover. And for reader, it says seeker of knowledge, knowledge pursuer, and explorer of information. Oh, this is interesting. So this person makes a big old stink, right? The King of Wands in the reverse. They get all angry. How dare you? I can't believe you would want to marry someone like that or want to have a child by somebody like that. Whatever it is, they're not good enough for you, right? They do some digging. They may get like a private detective. They may be real good with the Googles, but they do a little searching. And what do they find out? This person that they have judged as not actually pursuing, the right kind of education or the right kind of career is literally currently involved in a program to better themselves. There's something they're working on. So this called out security guard, somebody who is a protector, right? This could be somebody who is going to school for something along those lines, or maybe creating their own business. There's something that looks a lot like success or a good trajectory that this person uncovers, and it kind of undermines their whole argument for being that. So it's a challenge, right? Are you going to be willing to admit you were wrong and support your child, or are you too dug into this ultimatum and this need to control your kid? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.